looks back to normal, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Trotman takes the throw in. Just a little bit of a scrappy period, this, isn't it? But Nicholson's done well to pick a pocket there and burst into some space. He's almost too polite, wasn't he, and try to let Steisch take that off him there. He could have perhaps carried on going. He's dispossessed in the end.
Yeah, just a spot of confusion between Steisch and Nicholson. They both looked like they wanted to go the same way with the ball, and then both left it for each other. Ball's
with Elliott. Elliott's found Steisch's feet, and again Nicholson has the chance to play off. Ainge has got a chance to run there. He's just been interrupted by the assistant's flag on the far side. That looked tight.
It was
played forward helplessly. Madison picks it up.
Wondering if that got a little nick off Trotman as he tried to play it in, took all the pace off it and directed it back towards Madison.
Ball's played out by Darlington. Steisch takes it on his chest and tries to flick Ainge in. Ainge to Nicholson. Nicholson's got a chance. Last man gets a shot away, and that's just deflected wide for a corner.
First little move we put together, first bit of threat. Just for a second there, Nicholson saw debut goal.
Wheatley's going to take Darlington's second corner of the afternoon. Clips this one in a little deeper, chips it in fact. It's Steisch who heads it. It's gone in! Is it Ainge or Steisch?
Ainge, yeah.
Ainge leaps loud, highest at the back stick and sticks it in. Looping header, Mike.
Wasn't sure about Wheatley's first corner, I must admit, didn't beat the first man, but this time finds the header Simon Ainge. Simon Ainge finds the corner of the net. Ainge. It's a debut goal for the ex-Harrogate man, and Darlo lead.
Just in the 14th minute, just looped into the 14th minute there as Darlington draw first blood, and as Mike said, the ball was just clipped into the box and Ainge rose highest, hung longest, and the ball just squeezed in between the man at the back post and the crossbar, who couldn't keep it out. Whitey's happy with that one. He punches the air in our general direction. Darlington 1, Curzon Ashton 0.
With the height and power we've got in this team now, I can see that one happening a lot this season. A lot of teams are going to struggle with that kind of thing.
Goal kick goes forward. There's Ainge and Steisch both competing for that one, and ball's popped wide to Wheatley on this left hand side. He's got his man one-on-one, trying to just get round him, trying to get a cross away. Wheatley on the edge, just comes back inside, gives it to Elliott. Elliott decides to go back this time to Collins under some little bit of pressure. Collins is going to try and chip one over the top, look for Trotman. That's a nice ball if Trotman can get on it. Trotman does get on it, and he lifts a very high cross-back stick, which Ainge is going to win. The ball's going to come back towards Wheatley. Wheatley shoots, but just slices across it for the goal kick. I think his eyes opened up there, didn't they?
Not for me.
Ball's played back from Curzon. Goes back to Morton, the full-back. He's going to try and get forward again, as he has done so far in this game. He's played a poor ball there, and Elliott's made it look a poor ball. And there's a shot from a long range there. It's only just gone over the bar from Steisch. That's 45 yards.
That would have been an impressive... that's goal of the season ended already, isn't it, if that goes in? But keeper's off his line. Steisch just turns and sees that and thinks, yeah, I'll have a go. And roof of the net. Clips the roof of the net from, what did you say, fully 45 yards out?
Yeah, it's almost the edge of the centre circle, isn't it, where he shot that from? And it just nestled on the top of the goal net as well, so it was only a yard or so wide. Over the top, sorry.
I'm not sure Cameron Mason should have been watching that as calmly as he was, to be honest. It was a lot closer than I think he realised.
Darlington earned possession again. Ball popped from Wheatley to Nicholson. Nicholson finds Steisch. This is good stuff from Darlington. I'm enjoying this. Steisch wide. He's got Trotman offering an overlap. He bundles past the first challenge. Tries to go around the outside again. Steisch gets the cross in. It's just blocked there, and McJanet on the stretch having to do everything he can to keep that ball out. So Wheatley with corner number 4 from Darlington. This is the second one from the right hand side as Darlington attack the tin shed. This is clipped in flat. It's a great header there by Galbraith. It's just blocked wide off the line.
I'm not sure if it was a great save from the keeper or a great block from one of his defence, but that was nestling in the bottom corner, wasn't it?
Wheatley scampers to the other side to take this one. This one's in swinging. It's again another strong header by Galbraith.
Morton with it now for Curzon Ashton. I'll take you through to half time. Over the top, but Galbraith gets to that first. The header collected by Connor Hughes, turning away from trouble, getting away from Liam Hughes, and then crossing it in. But O'Hanlon gets the block on that, and has he prevented the corner there? Ultimately unsuccessful. So it's going to be a first corner of the game for Curzon. First chance to threaten from a set piece delivery for them. Goes short to Mason Fawns. He clips it into the 6-yard box. Madison needs a couple of goes to get hold of it. Can't do so. And the ball ends up in the Darlo net, but
it's a goal, Mike.
For a second there I thought the ref had disallowed it, but he hasn't.
It's an equalising goal for Curzon Ashton. The cross was clipped in. Madison had a chance, he had a choice in that slaps in that second, didn't he, to punch out to try and catch. He's tried to catch. It looked like he was bundled over the goal line.
Yeah.
To me. I was expecting a free kick, but the referee saying there wasn't enough in there to merit an infringement. And
centre where Cameron McJanet can bring it forwards now. Out on the left-hand side this time. Curzon using the opposite wing. Another clip ball into the box. Collins gets there first. Ball comes short again. And Madison makes a good save this time. And then Daniel Shaw, I think Gange there when he drilled that cross, and I think he was trying to get some height on it, wasn't he? He just didn't catch it. Didn't catch it right, ended up drilling it across low. Probably looking for Steisch, I would think.
Taken short by Curzon. Ball's played wide to the left back, McJanet. McJanet gambles forward again. Again, he's got the man over him and nobody coming to stop that. Wheatley stands him up on the edge of the box, gives the ball back to Mason. Mason gives it wide to Guest. Another chance for Curzon to put the ball in the box. It's a testing ball. It's a header into the bottom corner for Curzon Ashton. Curzon Ashton have taken the lead early in the second half. 52 minutes gone, and the goal scorer is Connor Hughes.
Well, no question who got the goal this time, and no question about the finish either. Good little move by Curzon. I think we sat off McJanet a little too much there as he came forward, and then 3 or 4 passes later, ball's curled in, and Connor Hughes with a thumping header into Madison's far corner. Nothing he could do about that. And
right on the corner flag, played back to McJanet. McJanet, ball's intercepted by Hughes, who strings a leg at it and just loops it forward. Steisch has just put his arm into Morton's face there and got away with that one. Nothing too violent in it, but he's squirted the ball away to Elliott. Elliott's inside the box. Elliott's hit the crossbar, ball's come back and Ainge has missed it. That was a very, very good chance. Tom Elliott hits the crossbar.
Blackwell Meadows held its breath there. And that was going to be the equaliser, we thought, but maybe put a bit too much on it.
Comes back inside into the centre circle. Poor pass there, but Elliott's touch is heavy. Trotman just gets there in time, knocks one over the top for Steisch. Steisch has got Ainge alongside him. He's not looked up and seen that yet, and earned the free kick for the challenge on Shaw. Did enough to commit Shaw there, Mike, didn't he?
Yeah.
And force the free kick.
Shaw wagging his fingers at the referee, doesn't think there was anything doing there, but Steisch gets past him. Shaw just leaves the leg out. Steisch quite happily goes over it.
So a chance for Darlington after the referee's had a word with Shaw here. Chance for Darlington to stick a ball right into the box.
Steisch through to Ainge could have happened there, but it would have had to have been absolutely perfect. Steisch fouled before he got the chance, basically, but he would have been through himself.
Hughes trying to discreetly position himself in the wall. Wheatley on the free kick, gone for the far corner there and just dragged it wide.
Now Hanlon heads down, but straight to Connor Hughes. Hughes dinks it over into the middle of the box. Joe Guest has it on the edge of the area, turns. And the shot from Paul Mason gets a deflection and loops up and away. It's going to be a Curzon corner, and players gathered on the edge of the area. In they come now. Trotman heads that out. Gasps from the tin shed for a second. It looked like it might have been heading into his own net, but looks like we're going to try that. We're going to try that little routine again. Short corner back to Hughes. He drills it across, but just in front of the seated stand. Takes it quickly to Liam Hughes. Hughes chests it down, turns. Being forced back all the time now. Eventually has to go all the way back to the halfway line where Trotman's waiting. Trotman takes a touch, lofts it up towards the D. Brought down by Ainge, but hooked away by Mason. Volleyed back to Wheatley. Wheatley dinked over the top. Steisch! Oh, just couldn't get a foot on it. Mason collects. Curzon just taking a few extra seconds on each of these, all these set pieces and all of these little stoppages in play. Throw and delivered over the head of Brook, nodded back into the middle. Collins wins the flick header, but it goes backwards, and Curzon have got 2 against 2 here. Connor Hughes breaking through, turns inside. Galbraith, he's in the area now. Connor Hughes, he turns Madison. Charged down by O'Hanlon. It's a penalty.
Darlington scrambling left and right, trying to figure out how they were going to stop that. Is that
it's a red card.
A red card? A red card for O'Hanlon. I mean, first thing I'd say about that is he dived in with Madison. The ball, I wouldn't say it was a clear, deliberate handball there, would you?
Connor Hughes commits Madison, and then as Hughes shapes to shoot, O'Hanlon dives in front of them.
I mean,
the ball may or may not have hit his hand. It's not immediately clear from where we're watching, and it's looking increasingly likely, if this finds the back of the net, that we're going to walk away from the opening day empty-handed. Connor Hughes, whose good work in the area there, earns the penalty to take it. Saved! And then the rebound's put over by Mason Fawns. Johnny Madison down to his right. Strong palm on it. And Darlo are still in this game.
So we've got time to breathe. First up, what a great save by Johnny Madison there, down to his right-hand side. A really, really good penalty save. It wasn't a bad penalty. I've got to go back to that penalty incident again. We'll look at this afterwards. But for me, O'Hanlon goes in with Madison. He's ground. I'm not sure it was a deliberate handball where his arms are out, in an unnatural position.
Free kick for Darlo. Halfway inside their own half. Madison taking it. Every other player in the Curzon half at this point. Lofts it long. Ainge can't win it. Ball drops to Henshaw. He knocks it back to Trotman. Trotman out to Henshaw. Henshaw with the ball on the left. Crosses it in. Cross is cut out. Trotman's in to charge that down and gets to it. Plays it across. It's too long for everyone. Saunders will pick it up on the other side of the area. Saunders back to Elliott. Elliott to Wheatley. Wheatley turns away from trouble. Wants to play this out to Tom Elliott again, and he does. Elliott with the ball, crossing it in. And that's almost dropped into the net. I don't think that was supposed to be a shot, but Mason had to be alert and keep that out. It nearly dropped into the corner. Curzon survive, clear their lines. Madison will collect that. Only other player in the Darlo half at the moment is Dom Collins. Madison waving everyone forward. 4 minutes to go to avert an opening day defeat for the Quakers. Stice brought down in the area, knocked down by Morton. Referee's giving no foul for the incident, but we do have a couple of head injuries, so they're going to need treating.
Stice trying to, I think, maybe got there a split second ahead of Morton, but borderline at best, I think, and no penalty certainly in the eyes of Mr. Kitchen.
Bringing it forward under no real pressure, lofting it up towards the edge of the Curzon area. Ainge is being climbed all over, can't win it. And again, with the Darlo fans baying for a free kick, the referee just ignores the pleas. I think they may have had a point. Galbraith is dispossessed by Hughes. He's free down the right-hand side now. Joe Guest is charging into the area unwatched. Elliott's back there with him now. Darlo doing just enough to hold up any delivery of the cross, and Galbraith can clear. Henshaw trying to touch that or down the touchline, but he can't get anything on it, and it's gone out. Trotman takes it. Over the top looking for Ainge. Ainge does get onto the flick on. Couldn't quite get Harvey Saunders in, but a great ball through. Just got out at the last second by Shaw. Ball back to Mason. Cleared under pressure from Saunders. Collins nods it back. Chested down. There's a break on here. This could be it for Curzon. Joe Guest is through. Great save by Madison. Guest firing into the corner. Madison just getting a leg in the way. Elliott knocks it forward and Saunders is in now. Saunders, has he got the pace to get away from Shaw? No. And Curzon do get the ball clear. Clearance bounces off Saunders.
For a second I thought Harvey was going to have the legs there. He just didn't, did he? Just to get past that
Not
last man?
Not quite. Similar tale at the other end. Collins getting, I think, just enough in the way of Guest to allow Madison to make the save as well.